Good morning guys. We're starting a new chapter in our lives today. We're going to look at working with data. We're going to look at new types of graphs that we haven't seen before. So we're going to move on past line graphs, pie charts, and we're going to be looking at cumulative frequency graphs and also histograms. Now today, I'm going to start with, I think it's the easiest out of the two, cumulative frequency graphs. And I have uploaded the work along on the into Classroom, so I would like you to work along with me with the video. So user, editor, notability, just like I'm going to do as an example, okay? Cumulative frequency graphs are used with grouped data, okay? So when we've got the data in categories, so we don't exactly know the value of each data point, we just know that maybe I've got 10 data points in the range 0 to 10. So maybe I'm looking at a party, how many people I've got in total, and I've got 20 people in the 0 to 10 age group. I don't know their exact ages, I just know I've got 20 people in 0 to 10 age. Then 10 to 20, I may have 15 people. I don't know their exact ages. I just know there are 15 people in the 10 to 20 category. So we're going to work with that. We're going to do the example. Sorry about the light. And we'll take it from there. So let's go to notability. Okay, so I've got my graph paper, which will be given to you in the exam, and my grouped data table. So here, what I'm looking at is how much pocket money different students have. So if we look at the table, I've got 26 people that have got between no money and £2. I've got 28 people that have got between £2 and £4, 11 people that have got between £4 and £6, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, in order to draw the cumulative frequency graphs, I need to complete the table. I need to find the cumulative frequency. Cumulative just means total. So in the exam, and it's perfectly acceptable for you to do so, you're going to have to add an extra column here on the right and fill it in, but I'm gonna do it here on the space on the right because I've got much more space. So I've got 0 between that, and I've got 26 people. In the 2, P stands for pocket money, is the variable. There I've got 28 people, but 28 plus 26 is 54. Because I'm trying to find the cumulative frequency, that's the running total. So I've got the 26 that have between 0 to 2, and actually I choose right here, 0 to 4, isn't it? Between 0 to 4, I've got 54 people. Right, then between 0 and 6, I've got the 26 plus the 28 plus the 11, so I make that 65 people so far. Then between 0 and 8, I've got an extra 11 people, so I make that 76. Then between 8 and 10, there's an extra 30 people. So 76 plus 30 is 106. And then between 10 and £12, another 14 people. So that makes 120 people in total. And that's my table, and this is the cumulative frequency. Right, okay, now is drawing time. So you get your pen, and what we're going to do is we're going to plot this data onto the graph. So you're going to plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 points, and we're going to plot the points at the maximum value of each category. Okay, not in the middle, not at the beginning, we're going to put it at the end. So I'm going to go, and at 2, my first point is going to go up to 26. You need to be really careful with the scale. I'm not going to be as accurate here as I could be. Maybe I can actually. So I know I've got 26 people at 2, so that's 3 tiny squares. So at 2, my first point would be there. Then at 4, I'm going to go up to 54. So at 4, 54, so 40, 50, 54 is about there. You can be much more accurate. Then at 6, I'm going to go up to 65. So at 6, I'm going to go up to 65. So 60 is 2.5 squares, maybe there. At 8, I'm going to go up to 76. So at 8, I'm going to go up to 76. So 8, that's 73 more squares, is about, why doesn't it draw? 76 is there, fine. At 10, I'm going to go up to 106. So at 10, 103 squares is that. Why is it not drawing? 106. There we are. And the last point is at 12. I'm going to go up to 120. So, because I got 120 people in total. So at 12 and 120, it's going to go there. That's the last point. And then once I've got that, I need to join the points with a smooth curve, not straight lines. I'm going to repeat, a smooth curve, and this is really important. I have to bring the curve down to the lowest value of the first category. In this case, it's 0. In some of the cases, it may be 10. Some of the cases, it may be 20. So don't make that mistake, because you will lose a mark in the exam. You bring it down to the lowest value of the category. In this case, it's 0. Not always going to be the case. So I get my pen, and in the best possible way, you're going to sort of draw a curve like that. So this is how you draw the cumulative frequency graph. That's drawn. There'll be 2 marks in the exam, one for completing the cumulative frequency table, one for plotting the points at the maximum value of each category, remember, joining them with a smooth curve, and bringing it down to the lowest value of the first category. Okay, and then from there we can start finding things. So first thing they may ask you to find in the exam, they may ask you to find, well, which one is the model class. So which is the model class for pocket money? We can just look at the table, and we know that the most popular class is the 8 to 10, so you will write that down, that this 8 to 10 category is the, there should have been a 0 there, there should have been a 0 there. The 8 to 10 is the model class, because it's the one with the most people. Excellent. Then they may ask you to find the median. Now here, finding the median is quite easy. Remember, the median is the middle person when the data is in order. My data is in order, is in increasing order. And because I've got grouped data, I'm not going to complicate my life, all right? What I am going to do, the median is the person in the middle. I'm going to erase this, don't need it now, because I need more space to work, and I want to keep the graph. We need to work on the graph. So, done. So the median is the person in the middle. So the median is going to be, I've got 120 people divided by 2 is 60. But that's the median person. That's not the median for pocket money. So what I'm going to do, what's happened here? I want to get rid of this. Okay, excellent. I want to find the median person. Median person is person number 60. So I'm going to go to 60, across to my cumulative frequency graph, and then down. And obviously in the exam there is leeway, because your cumulative frequency graphs will be drawn differently. Not everyone's going to get the same answer, but there's a range of values. So that's 5.5 £5 and 40 pence. I make that from my graph. That's the value, is the value here. So the median is going to be £5.40. Okay. Another thing they may ask you to find is the lower quartile. The lower quartile is basically like the median of the first half of the data. So the lower quartile is basically 120. That's the total number of people divided by 4 is going to be 30. That's the lower quartile person. The lower quartile value, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to go to my cumulative frequency graph. I'm going to go to 30, across and down, and I get, again, I'm going to pick the value down here, which is 240. So the lower quartile, let's call it LQ, lower quartile is going to be £2 and 40 pence. And then if I can find the median, I can find the lower quartile. I can also find the upper quartile. So the upper quartile is going to be 3/4 of my total data. So 120 divided by 4 is 30 times 3 is 90. That's the lower quartile person, not the value. So on my graph again, I'm going to go up to 90, which is there, across. You're going to do it with a ruler in the exam. You're going to do it properly, and I get 9. So the upper quartile, which I'm going to call UQ, is £9. There you go. I can find the median, I can find the upper quartile, I can find the lower quartile, and finally they may ask you to find something called the interquartile range. So that's literally the range between the two quartiles. So it's the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So the interquartile range is going to be 9 take away £2.40, which is going to be £6.60. It's a measure of a spread between the first quartile and the lower quartile, or kind of the middle of all my data. And that is it, really. And this is how you draw cumulative frequency diagrams and extract data from them. One last thing they might ask you, for instance, is, we go here. So how many people had £10 or less pocket money? So how many people had £10 or less pocket money? Well, I'm going to go to 10 with a ruler, not like me, all the way up, then across, and well, we had it from it's 116, wasn't it? So 116 people had £10 or less. The other question they might ask you is how many people had more than £10? Well, the answer is 4. No, it was 106. Sorry, the reading was 106, not 116. The reading was 106. And how many people have more than £10? Well, more than £10 is just going to be this amount of people here, between 106 and 120. So the answer is 14. So there you go. Different questions they could ask you. That is cumulative frequency diagrams. like I said, I've uploaded this same example. I want you to do it. I want you to take notes like I have done here. I want you to take notes carefully. Please do the example and then get ready to work. Good luck. All the best.